Coming up at the end of August, I have one of the UK's biggest car shows, Gravity. But before the show, I've got a few parts I want to fit onto the car, so let me just show you a few things I've got. So on the rear of the spoiler, we have these things called end caps, which are there basically to just hide all the hardware which secures the carbon blade onto the spoiler. This is what they look like. They're just a piece of plastic plate which is held on with one bolt, but these ones have a carbon garnish which sits over the top of the plastic plate, which we have one on this side and one on the driver's side as well. And as you can tell by me talking about these plates, you've actually lost the driver's side one. Just going down the road and it flew off. It did leave a little bit of a plastic mark here, so all I can think of is that the plastic's gone brittle and it's just flown straight off. I did try and stop to try and find it, but I don't have a clue where it had gone. So what I've got to replace them are these carbon fibre ones. So I've got one for the drive side and the passenger side. The passenger side one actually has GTR written on it. They're pretty much just identical to what I've got, but the ones that are on the car are plastic, and obviously I've lost the other one. So I've got these ones to replace it. They're literally just the same really. They have the hole here which needs drilling out on these, which are going to be bolted on to the spoiler, and on the other side they actually have like a hook. By the looks of these, I'm thinking I might actually have to sand this a little bit, because it does look a little bit too big to fit on the spoiler. Maybe if I offer it up and see if it actually needs any sanding to it. But also I've noticed they are spot on with matching the carbon blade, which is pretty cool. So when these are offered up onto the spoiler, I think it'll look pretty good. So with these on the car, I think it'll actually suit really well now that the carbon blade and the carbon end plates match perfectly. Let's have a go at offering these up and seeing if these actually need a little bit of sanding. The hook piece is just supposed to sit right behind here, and it's just bolted in down here. So let's have a go at slotting this on there. So the hook that goes in there like that doesn't look too bad, but it looks like you've got a bit of a gap down there. And also at the top, it looks like it's a little bit too long. I might actually have to trim a little bit of this away then. Let's have a go at trimming some of this. I think I actually might have to trim just along the edges a little bit, just to see if I can get it to move down more. And when I drill this hole out, it will match up with the hole there for the bolt. Offering this up to the spoiler, it didn't fit really well, so I've had to actually sand a little bit of the hook bit, just to sand a bit of this curve away, and also along the edges, because when you actually sit it on, this bit was completely further forward compared to this bit. This bit was leaving a big gap. Let me just show you how it was sitting. That bit there was overlapping by quite a bit, and there was a big gap down here, but now I've sanded them bits away. It actually seems to be okay. Just get that sitting a lot better there now. See, look at that, it looks a lot better. I think that's pretty much spot on. If I just drill this hole through here and then bolt it up, hopefully that should stay there. Bolt goes through. Let's try and bolt it onto the car and see what it looks like. Right, now let's move on to the passenger side one. I'm thinking because the driver side one needed a little bit of sanding, I presume now it's going to be needing a little bit of work on the passenger side. Let's offer it up the same as we did on the other one and see if that needs some work as well. Just by testing that in there, it looks like it's going to need a little bit of sanding. Because you can place it in and it sort of sits alright on this side. This side won't go any further in because of the hook that they've put on is a little bit too straight, so it looks as if it needs a little bit just taken out of the corner here. Just a matter of just taking just a little bit off and seeing how it sits after I've sanded it. Passenger side one looks like it might need a little bit more work on it. Just around the edges, just needs a little bit of sanding, and it should be able to push in a little bit more. Just along here on this corner, a little bit just shaving off. Also on this corner here as well, it's not fitting in quite well. See how it's sticking out a bit here? If you sand that a bit further down, you'll be able to push that in more. And let's have a go at sanding some more of this and getting it to fit. pull the car out so we can have a better look, see what it looks like in the daylight now. This car is so loud. I absolutely love this car. Can't beat the sound of these cars. I absolutely love Skylines. Right, let's pull it out and see what they look like now. I hope it was the right choice choosing these carbon blades. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, I am actually really happy with them. Let me show you. So them carbon end plates look really cool, but I've also got something else I want to show you that I've had for quite a while now. So when I first got this car, this is the first thing that I wanted to put on it. So I go to quite a lot of car shows through the year, so I ended up finding some really cool Japanese style R33 GTR show plates. When they first came, I was thinking of different ways I could fit them onto the car, but I wasn't too sure really, because on these ones they're just foam padded on, sticky pads, which really I want to be able to just transfer them over at shows. I was even thinking of, you know, drilling through them, but then I like it when it's actually quite just smooth and flushed over. Then I was thinking of trying some magnets. I've ended up getting some super strong magnets. Look at that. These are so strong. These number plates will definitely not come off when I'm driving. So let's get on with trying to fit these onto the car now. Let's go. Okay, I've already got a small plate underneath it. It's a bit strange, but hey, 2 plates. The small number plate was held on by 2 screws and came off pretty easy. Now we're removing these metal tabs which had the small number plate attached to. Now I need to try and pick away at some of this foam. It will come off quite easy. Let's just try and pull this all off. I had no problem getting the foam pads off the number plate, but as for the front bumper, it was a completely different story. I tried so many different ways. I tried a scraper, some berry liquid and some hot water. Didn't work. So then I remembered that I had a toffee wheel attachment for a drill, and that came off so much easier. A bit of compound and some polish to clean up the leftover bit of residue left from the sticky pads, and the front bumper is now ready for the magnets and my new show plates. What also comes with these magnets are some M3 foam pads as well, so I can stick them onto the bumper on one side of the magnet, and then the other side of it's free. Then onto the actual number plate, I'll stick a magnet on there with the 3M tape as well, so that it's like magnets on here, magnets on the bumper. But on the front bumper I would have wanted to have put them behind it, but it's quite thick behind it, so I'd have had to have cut the back out to be able to stick them behind, which I don't really want to have to cut the bumper up really. I want it to just be as it is. Just try and figure out a spot where I can stick these foam pads on the bumper so it would actually stick the number plate on properly. Let's peel off the backing pads, and now we can place our new magnets onto the plates. On go the new magnets onto the show plates. I'm actually quite scared to see how strong these are. Hopefully I can get them back off the car. Front one's done. I'm going to move on to the back. Hopefully the back one won't be as bad as the front, because it's a lot bigger than the front one. So I'll be able to have probably 4 magnets altogether, so I'll have 2 on each side, so it'll be a lot stronger. So let's have a go at doing the back one. So I'm going to do the exact same as I did on the front one, by carefully peeling away the rear plate. Then followed by peeling off the sticky pads, which was only held on one strip, and it came off super easy just by hand. And now back out with a toffee wheel to remove the leftover adhesive left from the foam pads. And I can't forget to give it a quick polish, and now it's ready for the new pads. I've decided to use Gorilla double-sided sticky pads, because this stuff is a lot stronger than the 3M tape that I got. Choose this. Now go on my Gorilla pads, making sure I get them into the right position. Once they're on go my new magnets. Now that I've got the original plate on with the magnets, I can now get a Japanese style plate and do the magnets on this one as well. So let's get on with it. I thought the best way I could get this plate on level was to put the magnets on top of the other ones and then apply the pads on top, and then I can place the plate as level as I can. Both mods are now done. My new carbon end plates and my new show plates as well. One last thing I need to do, and that's wash the whole car and machine polish, so then it's all ready for Gravity Show. Let's get on with it. We're going to start off with pre-washing the whole car and the wheels, which will lift up as much of the dust and road grime, and then we'll leave it to sit on the car for a little bit. Now fully jet washing the car, getting all the pre-wash off. I've got to say, just pre-washing the car alone is enough, but I want to go further. With doing a full contact wash, doing one panel at a time so I know I don't miss anything. Jet washing it straight after and moving around the whole car. Now just look at them suds. Wash the car off and give the wheels a good clean and fully dry the car, and we can get the machine polisher out. Now I've washed and dried the car, I can move on to machine polishing. Putting about 4 drops of polish on and spreading it evenly on the panel. Doing about 4 passes, working on one panel at a time. After doing the polishing, I've got to say, the car's gleaming. Doing one panel at a time in small sections helps so well at getting all the minor imperfections out of the paint. I managed to get rid of a few small scratches going around. And that's now the car fully prepped. The car now has the brand new show plates on the car along with the new carbon end plates on the rear spoiler. We've machine polished it and washed the car, and the car is now all ready for the Gravity Show at the end of August. I hope you all liked this video. If you did, don't forget to go hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one, which will be a full 3-day vlog of the Gravity Show. So I'll see you in the next one.